Hey, welcome everybody to SketchUp. We've got a fantastic show tonight. We have Sara White, who's coming back to tell us about her campaign that's launching September 9th, NOCTILUCA. And returning also is Jyn Leonard, who's got an array of fantastic Zenescope covers that she's done. We'll look into that. And we also have, for the very first time, Marissa Pope, who will catch up. We'll see what's going on with her. She just got back from Tucson Comic-Con. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Thanks again for joining us on this Thursday night. How's everything going with you ladies today?
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Everything's going pretty good.
All right. So we have Sara White, Marissa Pope, and Jyn Leonard. Let's see what's going to go on the auction block. But first, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that follow button so that way we can continue to give you, bring you these wonderful shows every week, like Nick Barucci's the Original Art Show every Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And you want to make sure that you're on there so that way you can hear what else we've got coming down the pike later on this year. We've got some exciting things coming down, right? And Rob Multuri and Mark have also launched the next issue of Snowpaw. So if you haven't seen that yet, we'll post a link on there so that way you can go ahead and take a look at that. All right, so let's go and check in with Marissa. You just got back from Tucson Comic-Con. How was that show?
It was good. It was a good little show. I mean, Tucson's always fun just because it's like so close. It's always fun to do like a show that you can bring all your stuff. You don't have to like pick and choose like what books and stuff you have to bring. You can just like bring like your short box and just be done with it. And then yeah, I like Tucson. It's a cute little eclectic town, cool downtown, nice architecture. It's a fun little show.
Yeah, we attended it once and we liked it. Maybe hopefully maybe we'll have a schedule where we can work that in because I do like these. Some of these small shows are just so fun to do, and that just seems like one of them.
Yeah, it's a cute little show. I will say, smaller ticket items like stickers or like cheap books, like that's kind of like what sells. Yeah, like I wouldn't like if you're gonna do it. Like I don't think that I would bring. This is just based off of my personal experience. Because last year, whenever I did it, I had a ton of like small ticket stuff that sold better. And this year I didn't really have a lot of that because like it didn't come in time. Like I printed a bunch of stickers and they didn't come in before the show. So I was like, okay, well this is fantastic. I guess I'll go to the show with no stickers. So I do find that like works better, the small ticket items versus like larger priced items.
Yeah, original artwork and so on like that. Yeah, every show has got its own character, and you got to figure that out.
Yeah,
and see what's going to work best so you can have a successful show. Now, so and Jyn, you just launched. You just had like 3 covers on Zenescope.
Honestly, I have forgotten exactly how many. They keep popping new ones up. I actually have a slew of them I'm still working on. I got another one that came in last night that I've got to work on. So. Okay.
And what are you working on for tonight?
Tonight I have a Morticia Addams that's going to be full color.
Wow. Are you watching the series Wednesday?
I don't have Netflix. I've been waiting until it goes to another streaming service I can actually buy the season from.
Okay. So Morticia is so that's 11 by 14, and your sign bid is 200, and that will be in full color, right?
Yes, correct.
And Marissa, what are you working on?
I did an Emma Frost. I always like drawing her. She's pretty like easy to draw as far as like color palette goes. Not that drawing not that drawing her specifically is easy, but it was a quick, easy choice, I think for tonight. Plus, I always enjoy drawing her. So
Okay. Let's see, and that's also going to be in color. That's your 8.5 by 11.
yeah.
And your starting bid is 250, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Maud, what are you working on?
It's something like of a hell witch,
Oh,
but
it is?
not really. I would say it's just
I think that is Hell
it is
Witch.
it's hell witch.
Yeah, that is Hell Witch. Okay, that's-
Either way, for me, it's just like this demon girl, but
okay.
hell witch. I would say then.
Is that what size is that?
This one is actually a 9 by 12.
Okay. 9 by 12, and your starting bid is 250. Right, and there we have it. So if you want to place any bids on those, go ahead and do so in the comments. And we've got a ton of giveaways tonight, and we will get to that. But if you want to get in on that action, put in #, NOCTILUCA, just like Stephen Detta did. He's on track there in the comments, and that will qualify you for the giveaways that we'll be doing later on tonight. I've got a couple of them that I'll be doing, and Sarah will be doing a couple herself. So we thank her for that. And she is launching NOCTILUCA, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at. So Sarah, tell us about that. What is that series about?
So it's about a woman named Luca, and I was told that that's actually a guy's name in pretty much every kind of culture that you can go through. You know, like I know Italian, which is because my artist is Italian, and she made it. She told me, yeah, that's mostly a guy's name, and it works out though because there's a reason. There's a reason why she's Luca and not something else. So, and you'll find that out in future issues. But this is about Luca used to be a government operative, which I don't want to spoil too much on that because that's coming up too. But she used to be a government operative, and she kind of learned some stuff she didn't want to know about for like what she was doing for her job. She learned some unsavory stuff, so she left that job, and now she collected a crew, and they go around doing sensitive jobs for high-paying clients. Not necessarily legal stuff, but if it happens to be legal, that's cool. It's just something that requires a specialized hand from somebody who might have gained a elite set of skills from the government.
Oh, okay. Is this story influenced by anything that you've come across or that you like?
Yeah. It's so it's I'm a big fan of Firefly, despite all its flaws.
Oh, I like Firefly.
I love Firefly, yeah, and I also love Cowboy Bebop and Red Dwarf, and I thought, this is a space one. It's a space story, but it's not only a space story. And so yeah, it's like I sort of mashed a bunch of my favorite fandoms together, I guess, and then added a little bit of my own flair in there, and that's how this happened.
So does this take place in space then, or is it?
Some of it takes place in space. The very first issue, you're going to read it and you're not going to see any indication that there's space at all. But the very next issue, you will. So, but technically, yeah, it's a story about space, and space opera. That's what we're calling it. It's a space opera.
Okay. All right.
Have you seen Farscape as well?
I've seen some Farscape. Yeah, I should watch the rest of it. I should watch all of it because it definitely would influence this. I know it would.
Yeah, I did like
that.
That's a fun
Yeah, Farscape was. Yeah.
I'll write that down and make my boyfriend watch it with me.
Okay, we have, wow, interesting. We got a bid from the lieutenant. He's gone ahead and taken the starting bid on Marissa and Jyn. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
So we are looking for the next bid on those. Thank you for that.
Actually,
Good to see K-pop Junkie here.
Woo!
thank you for
Hey.
who enjoys Farscape. Okay. Chris McCombs, thanks for joining us. Unknown 869 is also here. Thank you guys. Steve Vendetta, we saw you. Bridgeport Chronicles, Chris, thank you for coming by. Big fan of everybody here, so happy to see him. Bronze
We
Age
do have a
Bronze Age Nurse is here also. Yeah, thank you. Great. And so, are the characters more are they cowboy like they are in Farscape and Cowboy Bebop?
Some of them are. I think you're gonna find that the crew themselves, like the characters that we'll actually get to know, are gonna be a little more Firefly-esque in that everybody has different personalities and comes from different walks of life. I'm not ripping characters off, but like that's gonna be more of the we've got a bunch of these completely different personalities getting jammed together in this little space. So it'll be more like that, yeah.
Okay. Now, in here you write, sometimes you need something that doesn't belong to you, and sometimes you just can't have it legally. So what do? You hire Luca Black and her crew. And this is a 22-page story, subterfuge, and sharp-witted seduction delivered straight to your eyeballs. Launching September 9th. All right. Now, 3 weeks ago, you made a post, and you're trying to get 60 followers. Okay. Now, when I checked earlier, you were already at 87. How does that make you feel?
I am very happy that I've managed to make 87. So Backer Kit has some kind of weird formula that they use to determine your success. And for my goal number, like it said, I had to have at least 60 backers or they wouldn't even let me launch. So, or 60 followers, not 60 backers. So,
Okay.
I hope I get more than 60 backers. I just want everybody to read my stuff.
Right. So why did you choose Backer Kit?
Well, last year, we were a part of Comictopia on Backer Kit with Granica, and it was and this is how great the community is there because my project failed. I did not fund my project, but I had so much fun just being a part of the whole project and the whole event that when Jason from Backer Kit reached out again, I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. So it's an opportunity to work with other creators that I probably never would have worked with before, like Janelle from Steve Rude, Janelle Rude. I'm working directly with her on that.
Oh, nice.
And there's some Zenescope people in there, and a bunch of people that I have worked with because of Backer Kit's Comictopia event last year. So now I'm a part of Printtopia this year, which is just they combined the novel and the comic one. So it's all writers, all books, I guess.
Interesting. Now that's something that I haven't heard about. Anything like that, like in for like a Kickstarter like that. So that's kind of interesting. You get that kind of community going there, and yeah, for Kickstarter there are communities as well, but it's a bit like develop on your own. They're not just right there, right? So, and you have from the little artwork that I've seen, it looks really good. You have Valentina Sanayas, I think that's how you.
Yeah, Val Sanai, yeah.
Right. And how did you find her?
She was a friend of a friend. They, Ian Richardson, actually. Dread Ian Richardson. He actually recommended her to me. And then Val and I started to chat and we hit it off. So she is drawing Luca.
Nice. Now, I don't really know too much about her. Is she in comics normally, or is she from another field?
She's in comics. She does a lot of like I feel like she could be a really amazing cover artist if she just stopped doing comics altogether and just went straight to covers. She would get lots of work as a cover artist, but she is currently doing a lot of web comics.
Okay.
And I don't actually know if she's doing another print comic or if she's doing something besides NOCTILUCA. But yeah, she's definitely a big web comics artist.
How can we find her so we can check out the rest of her work? Does she have a?
She's got an Instagram, and it
Oh.
is at Green-Eyed Black Wolf.
3 Night Black. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I could put a link in the. Well, okay, I'm cat locked right now.
Mhm.
Everybody's like, Ick is my stream cat now. His name is Ick.
Okay. Yeah, the artwork looks great. You have her doing a cover and some other things on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have Martina Rossi, who we know because she's actually done she's a colorist, and she's done 3 covers already for MOG, 2 for War Angels, and then 1 for Jacob Stein's Fairy Metal. We like working with her, and hopefully we get to work with her more. She's also done work with Timothy B. Fling, another
Him, yeah.
that has his own series, a fantastic guy. Eventually we'd like to bring him back on the show. But she's another one that's from Italy. Do you have an affinity to Italians?
That was a complete coincidence. I just saw Martina post stuff in a Facebook group, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is perfect for what I'm looking. Do you mind? This is perfect for what I'm looking for. And nobody cares about what I have to say. There's a cat on the screen, right?
Wow.
Oh. Yeah, so it was just a coincidence. I didn't know, friend. I didn't even know that she was, and she was typing perfect English too, so it didn't occur to me until we were well into our business deal here that I was like, "Oh, you're not from America, are you?" And she's like, "No, actually I'm Italian." So, yeah, that was a coincidence, but I don't know. I guess I do like Italian artists now because they're all really great. Everyone that I've met anyway has been great.
There are many good ones from there that we see in the industry. You said that you just saw like one of her postings somewhere. That's how you.
Yeah, she posted in a Facebook group looking for work, and I saw the big piece that she posted on her first photo, and I was like, that's it, that's perfect, that's what I want. And I messaged her like immediately, and she was already booked, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
And then and I was like, check back with me if you open up slots for work. I've got 22 pages for you. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And then she actually did, so perfect.
Right. Look at that. I saw one of her postings too, and I contacted her. And at that time, her something wasn't working, right? So she never responded, and I kind of kept getting this error message. So from time to time, I would message her just to see if she would like respond, because I would see her posting new things all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But there was some kind of glitch going on. And I think it was like after a year or so, she finally responded, and she explained that, yeah, she's aware of the glitch, and there was something that was going on with her account in Facebook, and she wasn't able to respond. It was like irritating. But we were lucky, we got her, and what I wanted her for, well, that opportunity was gone. But I had these other opportunities where MOG was going to do these covers, and she was kind of tight on schedule. So I said, well, let's put her on there and get her to do the colors for that. See if I can get it approved by the publishers, which they did. They liked what they saw, yeah. So we were able to give her some work. Wouldn't mind giving her more, but hopefully that opportunity will come up later on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she does the interior colors, and for you, is she doing any other coloring for you at this time too, or?
Just the interiors for Luca right now, but I am absolutely going to hire her again the second I get another chance. So,
yeah.
She's great, and like the pretty watercolory stuff that she's doing for Luca
Hmm.
is like that's just one of the different styles that she can do. She's got a lot of different styles.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. It's versatile. So
yeah.
depending on the, like what you're trying to achieve with your series or art piece, yeah, she will definitely try to accommodate you.
Hmm.
So let's get into your Kickstarter. You have a couple of things in here. Uh, you say spicy or sweet. What is that? What does that mean?
Well, so the spicy version has a little bit more adult content, shall we say?
Okay.
And there's so very very this is a book for mature readers in the first place. This yeah so like the spicy version has all of the mature stuff, all of the adults, spicy stuff. And if you like the sound of the book, but you're not crazy about the not safe for work stuff and you'd rather not have that, I was like, it wouldn't be that hard to take those scenes and turn them into something a little bit less risque. And so I have a few, like we just redrew or tastefully censored a handful of the panels. Really, it's not even that much. And so there's it's like a PG-13 version and an R-rated version. So if you want the story, but you don't want the extra, if you're just not a fan of that stuff, of the extra mature stuff, then get the sweet version, and it'll have either like the panels will either be redrawn into something that won't change the story. That's the big thing. It's like the story remains exactly the same, but it's been toned down.
Wow.
If you're not a fan of that stuff.
That is a nice option. That's something that I've never heard of before. Do you know if anybody else is doing anything like that?
I've not heard of it either. I hope everybody will start doing it, because I know people.
If they're not doing it now, they will be.
No kidding.
It's a cool idea. Yeah.
It's really I mean, I don't want to necessarily take credit for it, but I was pretty proud of myself when I had thought of it. And it is it's didn't cost that much more.
Right.
And because Val she says, yeah, we can do that, sure, no problem. And I paid her more than she asked for to redo the panels too, because she didn't have to redo the entire pages. She just had to redo a few panels here and there, and or just draw a piece of clothing where there wasn't before, or something like that. So yeah, it totally changes the spicy rating, but it doesn't change the story. And it means that people who really aren't a fan of that extra spicy stuff can still enjoy the book.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I hope everybody starts doing it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have my permission. If I'm the one who came up with this idea, y'all have my permission. Go for it.
Okay. Now, I just saw this thing too from Kickstarter that they're putting out there that says, and this was something that was shared with me, so I don't know how they're actually putting it out there, but it says, step inside the adult section. Sign up for the Kickstarter After Dark newsletter for an unfiltered look at our adults-only projects, from comics to romantasy to risque art books and beyond.
Yes. I got that email. Now I'm trying to look for the email and I can't find it. So, but yeah, I got that email too. That's a fun, I mean, how do you feel about them singling out the adult books and the mature stuff? Because I feel like it's probably overall going to be a good thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I have mixed thoughts about it. Are they going to somehow separate this from their, regular Kickstarter? Are they going to have another option where you can kind of filter through the projects, so that way you don't see that on there? Maybe, I don't know, Kickstarter After Dark?
Yeah, with BackerKit, if you go to my landing page, for example, when I set the project up, there is the thing that says, is this for mature readers? Is this an adults only thing? and you have to check the box that says yes, and then you have to agree that you're not violating their policies. And then when I do that, which of course I did. So if you go and visit my landing page for the first time, it'll say, hey, this project has been marked for mature readers. Do you want to proceed? So maybe Kickstarter's just going to have a little checkbox like that for when you make your project. And then
you remember when we got kicked off YouTube for 2 weeks because somebody had a not safe for work project on Kickstarter that we didn't know about, right? So having that there is just going to prevent people from, putting it in places where it shouldn't be and putting it in front of children.
Right. Yep.
We had some folks from Kickstarter on one of our shows a couple weeks ago talking about some of the new capabilities like buy now, pay later kind of things, and the hidden tiers and things like that are available. And that was one of them they mentioned is this is going to be a thing that's going to keep URL slugs safe from no matter who sees it. And if you're not 18, maybe the content is blurred out and you can't purchase it without an adult or something. There's a lot of capability there that they're still exploring.
Mm-hmm. I think in theory it's definitely a good thing, but we'll see how it plays out in practice. We can't know until they do it. So
yeah, exactly. That's why I have like mixed feelings. I don't need more information on what they're planning to do with that.
It'll be
right. Michael Turner did a variant interiors way back in Fano. Kyle Higgins currently uses them in Radiant Black. So it's interesting that they're
okay. So people have done it before. Yeah.
So, but I agree with you that if more creators use that option, I think it would be a good thing.
Yeah, if people buy the suite version, and I designated on the campaign, and this was a huge pain in the butt, but I designated each picture of each tier of each reward tier has either a lollipop or a chili pepper on it. And if you select the one that has the lollipop on it, plus it says so in the description, of course, then you know that you're getting the version that has the tasteful censorship. And I don't know if I would ever say that this book is one that you should let kids read, but like if you accidentally leave it out and they rifle through it, they're not going to see anything that's super objectionable that they haven't, obviously it's up, if you buy the book, it's up to you to keep it in responsible places, but like if you left it out on the coffee table or something and your kid accidentally picked it up, they're not going to see anything like untoward. So whereas if you buy the spicy version, they might.
I like that chili pepper or lollipop. Yeah, I like both of those actually. So, and you have a digital deluxe option. What is that about?
The digital deluxe is going to have everything that the spicy version and the sweet version has. So you're going to get a copy of both the spicy and sweet, and you're going to get the cover gallery, like the whole cover gallery. Because I do have a few not safe for work covers as well.
Okay. How many covers are you having on this issue?
How many covers? Right now I have 4, but I have 2 friends who are like, hey, let me do something for you quick, and we'll see if they get them done in time to be on the campaign when it launches. And there's one of them in particular, like they both are shaping up to look really great, but there's one of them that I think that I'm actually kind of mad that I can't show it off today with you guys because it's hilarious. And if you see it, like, especially if you were born in 1990-ish or before, you're gonna know exactly what it's an homage to. So
interesting. Okay. Who are your cover artists?
So Val obviously did cover A, and it's a very dreamlike, floaty, spacey one. It's very pretty. Then cover B is by Katie Rooston. And that is, Katie's great, isn't she? It's like she's another one that we got to get coming on here more often, but it's such a late show.
I know, and plus she's out in England, right?
Yeah, so it's probably
It's like, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning.
3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
We have had one guest from England before, and I know she was up in like the wee hours, and we thank her for coming on and making sacrifice on her beauty sleep. We should try to get her back as well. But
Yeah, I think Katie.
we'd love to have Katie.
Yeah, I think Katie might have been on this show once, or else she was on a show that was on equally as late. So yeah, she tries, but she has a day job too, so it's kind of limits how she can do that. I keep telling her like, so it's a school night tonight, right?
Right. Let's see, what was it? She works with horses.
She draws horses. She works.
That's right.
She works at not a museum, but like a historical building, a historical castle-y place. And I don't know, actually, I don't know. I'm a bad friend. I don't know what she does there. I think she does like tour guides and stuff, but I'm not sure. I'm going to ask her as soon as we're done here tonight.
But she drew great horses. They look real.
She's actually won some BBC wildlife art prizes.
Wow.
Category. She's a category winner, and she might have won something above that. And she does amazing wildlife drawings, like photorealistic stuff. It's crazy. And she tells me I can't draw people, and then I was like, well, draw people anyway. And then she draws these beautiful people. And she actually drew a whole. She and I did an 8-page anthology piece where like the people look like people. I don't know what more she was expecting. They look great. So yeah, like I was like, yeah, if you do a cover for me, that'd be cool. And she does, because we're friends, and she wants to help her friend. So that's what happens.
Nice. Steve Vendetta writes, Sarah, you could always sell those special spectacles that unblur the distorted content. So come up with those sunglasses from They Live. Ooh, okay, well, that's an option to consider for sure.
Yeah, 3D glasses. We've been discussing 3D covers because I have a really cool 3D cover idea, and I think it would be hilarious, but I haven't quite figured out how to make it happen yet. I will eventually.
You have to tell me that maybe off the air or something.
Yeah.
Just had to fill my curiosity here. Okay, and then now, let's see.
Oh, so yeah, we were talking about cover artists. Yeah. Cover C is by Alison Caetano, which is he is a Brazilian artist that I found on Reddit of all places.
Okay.
And I actually took a chance on him, and he really came through, and he did a great job. She's just actually I wasn't paying attention to how similar his and Katie's are, but they're similar, but they're also different enough that I'm okay with it. And he's got her just standing like super sassy with a crowbar in her hand, like she just broke the grate behind her.
Okay.
And she looks really strong in that picture, in that art. I like that one a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, and the fourth cover is by Camry Lapka, who has worked for Bad Bug. She's done I think she did Death Knell, and she's done a lot of covers for them, and her work is great. And I gave her kind of I was like, I have this idea, and it was kind of a weird angle where it's like from above, like we're looking at her from up above and like a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
And if you are signed up for if you're signed up like for the pre-launch already, then you would have gotten an email from me earlier today that had that cover in it. So if you guys, if you're not signed up already and you just signed up tonight, then unfortunately you're not getting that email. But I'll release it eventually, and plus we launch in like 3 or 4 days now, so you'll see it soon enough. It's really fun though.
All right. Well, this is shaping up to be like a fun little series. So that's pretty exciting to look forward to. That's going to be launching September 9th, correct?
Yes, at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time. It's Backer Kit is all on Pacific time, so they so whatever, it's 1 o'clock your time. Like you guys are in Pacific too, right?
Yeah.
And so it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon your time, and I think it's 3 o'clock for me. And we are working with people from all across the time, all 4 time zones of America, but also there's some European and UK people too. So there's just everybody's at all hours. They're in the Discord just chatting away, and you miss half of it because sometimes you gotta sleep, right?
Right, yeah. And yeah, I've been trying to like work that out too. Is like, how can I get some of these other people that are in other countries? And yeah, I don't know. I'll see how I can like work that out.
Yeah.
So, question for you. Don't ask this, but I feel like I want to because it's something that just constantly comes up, right? So, do you use AI?
I do not.
Okay.
If any of my artists use AI, like I make them promise before I hire them that they don't use AI, and if I catch them, they will immediately be fired. I will not use any of their work if I catch them using it, but absolutely do not use AI. I'm not a fan.
All right, that's all. That's all we needed to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through because that is such a
Very, very sensitive topic, isn't it?
yeah, right. But just because we want to bring that up to show or for everyone to know that, because that's becoming into play with many books as AI is being developed. See what AI can do now as far as like creating a comic book, right? It can pretty much do it all. Right? So we want to make sure that
So it's gonna be.
that is not.
So it is like the future. Like we are 100% organic comic book.
Right. Yeah. Because it is getting tougher to tell because it's getting
It
better,
is.
better, and there's going to become a point in time where it is going to be very, very hard to distinguish. And so,
Yeah, it is. And I just my personal policy is no AI. And I do ask that my artists not use it. And if I catch them using it after they promise not to, then I will not hire them again. So that's how I'm rolling. And I do believe I put that somewhere in my campaign. Maybe I should highlight it more so that people can find it easier because if you have a personal objection on that, you should be able to find that information easily.
yes. Yeah, that's a good point, right? That you want to say that up front because some people do find that offensive or they just don't want to support that. Right?
Yep.
So it's good to let them know.
Yeah, and there's some people who don't care at all. Like it's to each
some-
their own, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
Can't change everybody's mind, right?
No, it's their choice
Yes.
whether they want to or not.
Yes.
And how everybody accepts that, that's what it is as well. Right? So yeah, and how this is all going to pan out and how society is going to accept it is still kind of like on hold as well. So we will wait and see. But moving on, you have we know that there are some graphic parts in this book, but how much of it is graphic? Would you say it is? Is it, I don't know, 70, 80, 50?
Oh no, not even. Maybe 10% of the book is graphic. It's mostly story.
Okay, all right, and that's what I wanted to kind of clear up everybody. It's just not, the going all in that the direction that you actually have a story that is going on here.
Yeah, like you can remove all the explicit parts from this, and you would still have a readable story.
Fantastic.
So it's not mostly that. It's mostly story.
All right. So what are your add-ons?
My add-ons. Oh, so I have a acrylic standee that Val drew, and it's reversible. So you've got the naughty on one side and the nice on the other. Where and it's actually, if you look at it carefully, this is the first time that I'm telling anybody this, and I've had this art for like a year now. So if you look at it carefully, there is some Easter eggs for the next issue in that art.
Wow.
So it's really cute and it's really clever, and I hope that like it's spoiler, or it's not spoilers, it's Easter eggs for several issues, but there's one that's directly for the next issue. So
Okay. Well,
I'm
that's good to know. I think that's a nice little feature. You're not really giving anything out. You're actually creating more curiosity for people to check out your campaign. So
yeah, I hope so. If you guys, if you see it, when you see the standee and you find like you send me a message or comment on the campaign and let me know if you found it, and I'll tell you if you're right, because I'm curious if anybody will be like, what is this about? So
interesting.
yeah, maybe I'll try and get some kind of little reward, like maybe I'll get a little sticker or something, and like I can have a incentive if people guess right. It'll be fun.
Yeah, that will be interesting.
Yeah.
And is there any other add-ons?
There is. There's also a T-shirt, which is just a standard black, and it's got the logo across the front. And I'm debating maybe putting a white version of that up too, so you can choose between black and white. And if I come up with a cooler idea than that before Tuesday, then I'll definitely put that up. But I haven't come up with anything that's cooler than that yet. And I also have one other add-on that I'm trying that may not end up on there, but it's currently not on there. So you wouldn't have seen it in the preview. That I'm trying to do a NOCTILUCA themed soap, a bar of soap. Just a fun little, it's just a dumb little hobby that I have. I've been making soap from scratch for a long time. I don't know how long. And I thought, why not try this? That'll be weird, right?
No, you know what? I think that's actually kind of cool. It sounds interesting. So, because you're hand making this?
Yeah, it's like the oil and the lye, and I always get a little bit on my skin somewhere, even if I'm wearing long sleeves. It's yeah. and so you know that scene in Fight Club with the lye? That's not what happens. Just so y'all know, like, be careful with it if you ever use it, but that's not what happens.
Okay.
If you get a little splash of that stuff on your skin, it's gonna itch. Unless you have a specific, like a special sensitivity or allergy, then you need to be extra careful. But it's not going to burn a hole through your hand like it does in that movie. It's just gonna itch until you wash, and then you wash it off with some water, and you're fine.
Unknown 869 writes goat milk. I'm not sure what that means, but
yeah, because you can put goat milk in soap. This is a very basic formula. It's mostly olive oil, because olive oil is really nice on your skin, and it makes a very creamy lather. So you're not going to get big huge bubbles out of, if you buy a bar of my soap, you're not going to get big huge bubbles. You're going to get a creamy lather. And goat milk is it's got properties that people say it's got properties. I am making absolutely no health or cosmetic claims about my soap. It's just you can wash yourself off in the shower and it smells nice. But I'm not making any claims on it, because then you run into the law, and if I make specific medicinal claims for it, then I have to be able to back it up. And I can't back it up because it's just oil and lye. So but yeah, I could use goat milk. I could use lots of different types of water. Like you could use rose water, lavender water. You can use glycerin, something or another. You can use aloe vera gel. Like there's a lot of really fun stuff. And yeah, so this soap is going to be mainly olive oil and a little bit of coconut oil, just because I don't want to have to wait a year to send it out. Because the thing about making this is getting kind of nerdy with the soap making stuff, but the thing about using olive oil, you can use 100% olive oil and it makes a beautiful, rock solid bar of soap that will last ages, but you have to let it sit and cure for a year. And nobody wants to wait a year. So
wait. So if you let it sit for 1 year, and you can kind of almost guarantee that it will last 1 year as well?
Yeah, as long as you store your soap properly, it'll last a long time. And
what's a proper way to store your soap?
Well, I mean, depending on how much you care about dust, you probably want to stick it in a drawer somewhere, but somewhere with decent airflow. You don't want to wrap it up in a piece of plastic wrap or put it in a Ziploc bag. That's gonna make it because when you make it, you leave some of the oil unsaponified. This is like, again, nerdy stuff, but that oil can go rancid just like any other oil can. So you want it to be able to be exposed to air and, like, quote unquote breathe, if you will.
Yeah.
So so definitely don't want to let it sit forever, because then all the smell, all the nice fragrance is going to go out of it, and then you're just going to have a bar of soap that smells like soap, which isn't bad. It's just, it's not what you're paying for if you're going to buy a bar of soap from me.
I got excited because I thought you meant.
Oh no.
You meant you can use it for 1 year and you won't. It won't become.
I mean, if you put it in your shower or something, I don't think it'll last a whole year. Unless you take showers very infrequently, I suppose. Then it would last longer than a year.
Once a week. Oh boy.
No, also, I noticed with organic soaps, they melt really fast than regular commercial soaps.
That's because, it is, and it's annoying the hell out of me. Let me tell you, I am trying so hard to get a bar of soap that will last a long time, and the only ones that last a really long time are those 100% olive oil soaps that I let cure for a whole year. Then, those will last they won't get, because you know how sometimes those the handmade soaps, they'll get slimy. And then they kind of dissolve.
Yeah,
and
like that.
Yeah, this stuff won't do that, but you gotta let it sit and cure for a whole year.
Oh my
which
gosh.
is a pain. It's fine for me. I have had 2 batches of failures on my NOCTILUCA soap, and so I've got 2 stacks of these bars that are sitting over on the counter right now. And then there's all the other stuff that I made just because we ran out of soap and we needed more soap. And so now I have, I don't know, at least 30 bars of soap just sitting on my counter right now.
That's not much. It's okay. Wait till it gets 300.
I hope not. I'm just like, how many times I have 4 more days, I think, to come up with a successful batch of soap. And if I don't, then I guess there's not going to be any soap unless y'all want the failures. But I don't want to give you the failures.
Christmas is just around the corner. Feel free to send us a box.
I will absolutely send you some. No problem. I even made a bar. I made a whole batch that glows under a black light.
Whoa, that is so cool.
Right. I wish I had the picture. I don't I wish I could send you I can send it to you later, but yeah, it's just like bright neon orange under a black light. It's wild.
My imagination is going wild right now.
Wow.
I'm sure it's not going to be as cool as it sounds.
Do you have a basement? You store this and let it cure under a perfect temperature, or?
No, I have a closet, and I just try and keep that closet from getting too damp.
Oh.
Okay,
yeah,
as much as I'd like to stay on the soap thing, but let's move this along a little bit. What do you have for your stretch goals?
For stretch goals, I have, let's see, if we make it to, so my goal amount is 5,000. If we make it to 7,500, then we're gonna upgrade the book to a nicer paper. I don't remember, I wrote it down somewhere, but it's gonna be, instead of 70 pound, it'll be 80 pound or something like that.
Okay.
And 80 pound gloss. And if we get to 10,000, then we're going to get 4 more pages of content. And if we go past that, the next stretch goal is a magnet for all the physical backers, I believe. Mm-hmm. And then if we get to the 4th stretch goal, 4 more pages of content. So I'm just given, I did a lot of looking up what people wanted for their stretch goals and extra stuff. And the general consensus was people just want more book. And I was like, you know what? I can give you that. I can give you more book. So we're going to do that.
All right.
Excuse me.
All right, so let's go around the room and let's take a look at what everybody has on the art, and we will take a short break after this. Okay. All right, so we have from Marissa Pope. This is Emma Frost, which already has a bid of $250 on it. So we're looking for the next bid on that. That's looking good, and that is going to be colored.
Wow.
Okay, and it's probably going to come out as pretty as her nails.
Oh,
Wow.
thank you. Just FYI, my camera is flipped. I don't know how to like unflip it, so it looks like she probably looks like she has like a fucked face, but she doesn't have a fucked face. Just FYI.
Oh, so everything is like flipped. Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's all backwards. I'm not left-handed. I am right-handed.
Okay.
So I don't know how to like unflip my camera. So
I don't think that's an issue. You
Yeah.
still got a bid on it.
It's actually,
Okay.
the camera is doing okay because I see your right hand drawing on the right side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so I guess like on my screen, it's just flipped then.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good.
yeah, it looks great. As Mike Wesolowski says here, it looks great.
Oh, Mike
right,
Wazowski.
Everybody knows Mike.
Yeah, Mike
That dude
Wazowski.
gets around. All right,
I
let's
met
go to Jyn.
I met him last year at Tucson.
Oh,
Oh, Tucson.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he was out there for a work trip.
yeah.
He traveled in for a work trip, something like that.
Yeah, he takes like and you can correct us, Mike, if we're wrong, but it's like you take a road trip every year, because we met him here. He actually came to California, messaged us, said he was going to be in town if we would like to meet up. And he said, of course we'd like to meet up.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So we took Louis Bravo with us, who we also knew, and we met up and we had lunch together. So and it was nice. It was really nice meeting Mike then. Yeah. So great.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
All right, let's take a look at Jyn.
Wow.
Wow.
Coloring already.
pretty.
Pretty.
That is looking nice. Okay. And remember, if you guys want to place a bid on that, it already has a $200 bid on it. So we are looking for the next one there. Okay.
Some really like a juicy red lips, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing that caught my eye first.
Very fresh color, like red lips.
Always have to do the juicy lips when I'm on here for Mel.
You know that. You know what I like. So Unknown 869 is asking, is this going to be an ongoing series or limited?
Yeah. I think to Sarah.
Right, to Sarah.
To me? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is. It's I've got 6 issues planned, but the story goes farther than that. So if it's, gets funded for 6 issues, I'll keep going.
There you go. Okay.
So like the
right,
first
Mary.
arc is 6 issues ish. It might stretch out a little longer, but yeah.
All right. So now Mike writes, I was in AZ last year for work. I was in LA 2 years ago for my son's college graduation, heading back to Cali for Thanksgiving. Well, hopefully you'll be in Frisco, Mike, because that's where we'll be during Thanksgiving. And if you are, then you can attend the Fan Expo San Francisco that's happening that same weekend. All right, we'd love to meet you again. All right, let's take a look at Mog's piece here, which is
FOC.
Oh, okay. What was that?
He jumped the gun a little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
so we are still looking for a bid on that. That is starting bid we're looking for is $200. Okay, and on that note, we will be right back after the.
FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So, what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to.
So that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up, part of the experience. Sure, comic books are beautiful, but underneath, there's something more authentic and exciting. The original art. See the pencils, the lines, the shading, as if you were there in the studio watching the artist work. Getting a peek at comics' backstage is easy with the original art experience.
All right, Friday night, guys. Thank you for being here. To be doing anything, the fact that you're here means the world to me.
Nick's pieces are always value priced with your budget in mind, for the beginning collector to the veteran.
And this is gorgeous. You got Aquaman and Mira.
Join the original art experience with Nick and our friendly crew of regulars, even if it's just to enjoy the art. Fridays at 7. It's all part of the experience.
Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons, in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
Welcome back, everybody, to SketchUp. We've been talking to Sara White and looking into her campaign, NOCTILUCA, which will be launching next week, September 9th. Be sure to check that out. Link will come up into the comments. But now we also have Jyn Leonard and Marissa Pope. Both have done work for Zenescope, done covers. Jyn has had several covers that have come out recently. Are you working on any more, Jyn?
Yes, I have some Halloween stuff I'm working on for them right now. And then I've got some Christmas stuff lined up next.
Wow. Okay. So you do quite a bit of work for them. Do you do work for other independent publishers as well, or are you exclusively with Zenescope?
I've got stuff that I just had a Bad Bug Media cover that came out recently, and then I've got some covers coming out with Bridgeport coming. I think it's going to be next month. He's had to delay it a couple of times. And then with Codex also, I've got some stuff coming out with them pretty soon.
And you do quite a bit of work for Zenescope as well, Marissa?
I haven't worked with them in a minute, but I think that I have some stuff lined up for November. I don't know what yet. I have to nail some stuff down with David, Dave, Dave Franchini, David Wall. We need new names. I met David though in San Diego, and let me tell you, what a fun man! What a fun man! I love him.
Stephen Dead is asking, are you related to either Paul Pope or Carol Pope?
Nope.
I don't really know who those are. Okay, so.
No, I don't either. So no.
Are you? You're fairly new to the scene, Marissa. How long have you been doing this now?
I've been doing this professionally for 5 years.
Oh, okay. And what was your first published work?
With Brian Kincaid on Persuasion 2. Maybe it's Persuasion 3. I think it was Persuasion 2 though.
Right. Yeah. When he came out with that was a hot book, right? Right when we started COVID, right? Yes.
Yeah, I think he did it. I think he started doing issues in 2019, 2018, something like that. And then he hired me in 2020, on Memorial Weekend of 2020. So easy to remember.
Okay. You're out of Phoenix, or is it somewhere in Arizona, right?
Yeah, I'm out of Phoenix. So nice, hot, dusty, musty desert.
Have you done a lot of work for Coffin Comics for Branford Legal?
I did, and I do. I actually have an artist celebration with them next weekend. So that'll be fun. I was contracted with them for 2.5 years, so I have quite a bit of stuff with them. Stuff that I don't even remember what all I did. Sometimes he'll just release something on a Kickstarter campaign or as an exclusive or something, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot that I did that. So. Oh, okay. So when you turn something in, how long does it take before you see it? Because it sounds like you're waiting a while. It depends on the project. It super depends on the project. Like Brian's the man of mystery, so like he just says do this, and then we do it, and then we move on. we don't ask questions. we don't. We don't ask questions. We do the work he gives us, and then we sit and wait. Sometimes like stuff never gets used, or it'll get used like a couple years later. You know, like I've had friends that have turned in projects and they're like, man, I did this like 5 years ago. I forgot that I even did this. And that's an exaggeration. That's like 5 years is like a long time, but that's ridiculous.
Wow.
But yeah, it's like sometimes it just takes a while because like, he plans so far in advance, you know?
Yeah, he does. You know, he's got one of the strongest campaigns out there. And if you're looking to follow one, that's one to definitely take a look at and to try to learn from to see what you can do on your own campaign. It's going to be hard to match. There's certain things that he's doing that is hard to do yourself, especially since you're just like starting out, but definitely a good one to look at. Right? How were you able to get that? I know you know you're there locally with something that you got into very easily with Brian, or did that take a while?
I knew Brian for a few years before I actually started working with him. I went to school, like when I was going to college, one of my professors was a graphic designer for his Kickstarter campaign. So he would set up the Kickstarters and do all the graphics for it. So a lot of his experience with setting up the Kickstarters and doing design for it was what we would do in our like curriculum. So he would like bring up a bunch of art and stuff, and then like that's kind of how I got into like comics. We'll say like I'm more of like a cartoon person, but Bernie would talk about Brian a fair bit, and then like I started going to conventions with him with my teacher, and one of the guys that he worked with at school does the Heroes Initiative. And so then I would just hit the Heroes Initiative and meet all the people that would like come through. And Brian was one of the people that would like come by and say hi. And, you know, we just like started like, not like talking, but we got introduced to each other. And then I just started being around more and more. And, you know, we were decently acquainted with each other before, like, you know, I started being a professional artist.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, okay. So that's one way how to get in there, because a lot of people, that's something they ask. They kind of treat Coffin as like something that a publisher that they would like to work for. You know, he's done some. He has beautiful artwork. He's got some of the best artists in the industry. Fantastic work for him, right? And he's very, very protective of his IP properties.
Oh, absolutely. Don't fuck with Brian. That's like that's rule number one. You can fuck with anybody else, but don't fuck with Brian.
Exactly. You'll learn that. And there's a reason for that with what he's gone through with his IP properties. There's a reason for that, and it's good reason why he does that. Not just, you know, that they're his, but he's learned, and he's learned the hard way.
Yeah, I mean, and it's unfortunate that like sometimes you do have to learn things like the hard way, but I mean, like, you don't know what you don't know, right? Like Brian is like one of literally like one of the smartest men that I know. Like I love picking his brain about stuff. Like I do since I am close, I get to do like the Coffin events and things like the Coffin launch parties whenever they do like a new Kickstarter campaign. Like those are always like fun to like to go to, and then like when there's downtime, like we'll just sit and like talk about like business or like what's good to do, or like what's like not trending, because Brian's not a trendy person. Like we'll just like sit down and talk about business. And like one thing that he told me like a while ago is like probably a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago. Like I was like really struggling to figure out like how am I gonna like keep my jobs like sustainable. Like it might be my job just didn't feel very sustainable. Like being an artist didn't feel very sustainable. And he just said, you know, there's buckets of money everywhere, but you just gotta know you just had to like know where to put your bucket. And then I was like, oh my God, that's right. So I started thinking about like I could have like more than one bucket because like my bucket at the moment is just cover art. Like that's like very stressful, you know, like you have to hit like a home run image like every time, and that can be very stressful. So what else can I do? Like what else can I do to like make my job and make me feel like more secure? And I was like, okay, well then I'll do like a Patreon, or then maybe I'll do like I have like comps and stuff, like I could get those graded. I could, you know, like just think like it was a conversation that sparked a lot of brainstorming, and I just I don't know, dumb, I guess, like never thought to sit down and think about what else could I do, you know? It was so like one track mind. You get kind of caught up in things, and you just kind of like lose sight of what else you could do. Right. You have to broaden, like what you use is the number of buckets that you have, right? So that way you can become sustainable. And it's funny that you kind of mentioned that, because I was going to ask you, I had a list of these questions that I was going to ask, and it's all on that, you know, being a freelance artist. And not that I wanted to like pick on you, but because you are fairly new. Jyn too is fairly new, not prolific like others. Same thing with Mog. Even though Mog has been around for, I don't know how long I've been doing this now, like in the comics, maybe like 7 or 8 years as a professional artist, maybe 12 or 15, but she's not really prolific out there. It's taken some time to figure out how to bring that money in and make it so that way it's not just sustainable for her, but for both of us, because we do this full time, right? So this is what we do. Are you full time? Yes. Okay. Jyn, you do this full time too, right? Yes. Yeah. And how is that working for you as far as like trying to stay financially stable? I know you have your husband, and he is going through some times as well, but financially getting to that financial stability, how is that working out for you?
A lot of it's just trying to remain on a tight budget, honestly. And with my husband, he does work full time, so he's the primary. But also just maintaining good relationships with people that are like return customers. Constantly staying in contact with people about trying to get more work. I mean, a lot of it's just budgeting when it comes down to it for me. Yeah, we do the same thing. And it is about like connecting the dots, and who do you know, and who can they put you in touch with, and where can they lead you to get more contacts, right? And it is about budgeting, right? Because even with Mog and I, we look at what we're spending our money on, where are we putting it, and is this going to be good for us, right? When we shop for groceries, right, I'm looking at, and you know me, I love to cook, I love to eat, and I try to keep my grocery bill within a certain budget that we have, and not really go over it, unless it's the holidays or something. But yeah, so we live on a budget that's hopefully that we can continue to maintain and eat good. But yeah, those are things that we have to do, because we're not. I can't say that we're quite like making it there, although it kind of sometimes it does feel like it is. You mean like making it? Like, what do you mean by making it? Saying that we are successful enough, and that we are financially stable enough. Yeah. I don't have to like worry too much, but I have to think about, okay, I got this coming up. I want to make sure that right now is not a good time where I can just like, go crazy on my spending for this and that. I have to look at that as to what I've got coming down the road, especially with the life that we have, like doing a lot of cons. Those are not entirely free for us all the time. So I have to look at what expenses we have for that. And since I'm constantly traveling with Mog, it's
Mom doesn't travel by herself all that much, although I am trying to break away from that because I'm 65 now, and it takes a wear and tear on your body. And I told Mog that when we started traveling, which was back in 2015, I said, this is going to be fun because I've done this before. This is going to be fun, but it is going to take a wear and tear on your body, and you're not going to want to travel as much. And for me, I'm kind of like at that point. I enjoy traveling, but it does take a toll on you.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that's interesting, Marissa, like what you said, is the discovery or the awareness that instead of waiting for an opportunity, you make the opportunity, right? So in your case, you actually do a Kickstarter, right?
I work closely with Goblin Collectibles with the Crypt Cuties title. So like we just did a Kickstarter in June, and we'll have another one coming in October.
In June? So
yes.
Yeah, so how was the experience after you tried your first Kickstarter? Were you like, wow, it wasn't as painful as I thought? I mean, what was your kind of experience?
Zach was the one that came up with the idea to do Crypt Cuties because he loves Universal Monsters. So he was like, I really want you to do the character design for it. And so I was like, all right, cool. So like him and I both have like the same, we both kind of have like the same taste in things. I'm going to answer your question. This is like a really long answer. I'm really sorry. So we both have kind of the same taste in things. So the brainstorming process on it was really was easy, we'll say, just because like we're both kind of on the same page. And I was really worried about like, are other artists going to enjoy drawing what I've created? Like he wrote the story and he put all the things together, but like I made all the girls. And of course like we had like back and forth. We had a lot of back and forth on what we liked, what we didn't like, what we felt like was working, whatever. And like step one was like, I'm worried about are other artists going to enjoy drawing what I have designed. And I got a lot of positive feedback from people because like, you hire your friends, like we're all like friends in this industry, right? Like most of us anyway.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of positive feedback. So I was like, all right, cool. And then the Kickstarter did like, I told Zach, I was like, this isn't going to do like $8,000. Like, this isn't going to do this is going to like, I don't know. I was like, just being like a pessimist and like I was like, the economy is like really bad. Like, I don't really know like what's going on. I was like, we're not going to do like $8,000 on this. And he's like, no, we'll do more than that. So he was like being like the optimist. And then we did end up doing more than that. I think like our first Kickstarter did like 21. And I was like, oh my God, like, that's awesome. Like this is like, people are like perceiving this like really well. And then like summertime, I don't know how it is for you guys, but I feel like summertime for me is like a lot slower. Like I don't have a lot of work scheduled for the summer, like, which is fine, it's summertime. I don't have a lot of work like scheduled for the summer. So I was like, I'm really nervous about like launching in June. Like all the kids just got out of school. Like everybody is like going on vacation. Like people are going to be spending their money on, like fun summer stuff. And he's like, no, it'll be fine. And, he's like the business guy. So like, he's been doing this for a while too. So like, he gets it, but I'm just the artist, right? Like I don't fucking do business. Like what's math, right? What are numbers? It ended up doing more, like the Kickstarter in June ended up doing like a couple grand more than the one in February. And I was like this is like really positive. Like we've created like this good IP, like something that's fun. People obviously enjoy it. So like that just gives you like a good feeling, right? Whenever like people like somebody enjoys like what you've created. Yeah. Like there's like no other this is a hard job. Like this is such a hard job. Like being creative, being in like this industry, it's such a hard job. Like I have more gray hair now than I thought that I'd ever have at like 32 years old. My God. Like thank God I have a hair appointment to cover all of them up on Saturday. But anyway,
because like it's only like us or ourselves doing it. It's either you or sometimes your spouse, and that's it.
Yeah, like you do it like you do this all yourself.
Yeah, you don't have a business partner. Well, Mel for me it is, but still 2 is not enough. Like if you have 5 and they're all like, yeah, we can do it, and let's do this and let's do that. It's like you kind of. But if you're always alone, it's like every day. Sometimes you wake up with a existential crisis.
Yes, yes.
What am I doing? Am I doing right? Because we can't see. Hindsight is 20/20.
Oh
we
yeah.
Can't see what the future is, and that unknown. You have to fight the fear of unknown every day.
Yeah.
I mean that's
like,
my experience, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I have like the same thing. Like some mornings, like sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm just like, oh, it's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. I need to go to work right now. I have so many things I have to do. I have to write emails. I have to pack up packages. I have to send out this thing. I have to meet my deadlines. I have to email my publisher. I'm just like, no, go to bed. Stop talking. Like, just go to bed. And
it's hard because your mind is like racing. So it's really like insomnia is a big thing for me right now.
Yeah, like the other, what was it, like 2 weeks ago? I have this thing, like I literally cannot work past like 10 o'clock because like 10 at night because like I will be up all night long. Like I cannot go to bed. Like if I have like my brain is just like, no, you're gonna stay up the rest of the night and you're gonna work the rest of the night. And I need my sleep because I am one cranky bitch whenever I don't get to sleep. Like I'm so cranky. And just my boyfriend is just like, please, can you just go somewhere else? Not here. So I stayed up and I was working because I was coloring something like this, and I was like, I'm almost done. And then like when you know how whenever you say you're almost done, and then the project takes you like 2 or 3 like more hours longer than you thought it was actually going to take you, and then I was like, I'm almost done, and like by the time I know it, it's like 1 a.m. and so like finally I'm done, and then I go lay on the couch, and I just like lay there. I'm like, I'm not tired at all. And like not at all. And I just ended up like staying up. I'm like, dude, like this like sucks. You're just laying there by yourself and you're just thinking about like all the things. So yeah, like I'm glad somebody else is having insomnia too.
It happens a lot.
For me, it's majority is also like when you say when you just stay up and all the things. It's more like all the things that I have to do or I didn't do yet.
Yeah.
And all of that, like it's constantly calculating risk, and I don't know. It's just so much stress, really.
Yeah, like this really is like the most rewarding job I've ever had, but I've never had a job that has made my eyeballs twitch so much. Like seriously, like I would just be like sitting at my desk and then like my eyelids like start twitching and I'm like, all right, maybe I should go on a walk. But it's 115 degrees outside. I can't go outside. I'm not alive.
I have the same problem, and I've always had this problem where things are always like running in my head what to do. And as I've gotten older, it's gotten worse because you pick up more responsibilities as you get older, right? So yeah, and I'm like you. After 10 o'clock, you've crossed that wall where you're not going to be able to go to sleep, right?
Yeah.
Right now, I currently go to sleep about like 2 o'clock in the morning, right? And that's kind of like a stop point for myself. And then I say, okay, you know what? That's it, Mel. You got to go to sleep, right? So I turn off everything. And what I do now is I put on the headphones and I listen to, okay, don't laugh at me. I listen to Ancient Aliens, and I've listened to this thing over and over and over again. I'm not really listening to it, but it gets my mind to just not think about what I need to do or what I haven't done yet, and what I need to do 6 months from now, and and so forth. Like even at this point of the year, I'm already planning what I'm going to do or what projects we're going to be on for next year.
Yeah.
Right? And then you're also looking at what the show season is going to be. Okay, these shows are going to be here. Okay, but I got these projects during this time, so I can't do these shows here. So I'm laying it all down already. Okay, so I got to get my mind off of that, and that's why I listen to something like that I've heard so many times. So that way, because if I listen to something new, I'm not going to be able to go to sleep. I'm going to be really focused on what's coming on. But
Oh, no, for sure.
This is something that I've heard over and over. I'm not going to be that focused on it, but it's enough for me to get my mind off of that, listen to that, and then I fall asleep immediately. So that's currently like what works for me. But
Yeah, like,
sometimes I will get up and take a walk around the block because I can't go to sleep.
Yeah, like I do, like I watch Friends a lot on rerun, or I'll watch like Modern Family. Like, so I have like this like routine whenever I do conventions. I have a really hard time sleeping if I'm not at home. Like, I have a hard time sleeping at home, like anyway. But like if I'm not at home, it's like fucking impossible. So when I do shows, I'll take a bottle of NyQuil, and I take NyQuil before I go to bed, and then I'll turn on like Modern Family, and I just like watch Modern Family until like I fall asleep until the NyQuil like kicks in. And that's not okay. I'm not like saying everybody should do this. It's not healthy, but I limit my NyQuil to only shows. I don't take it at home unless it's super serious. Like, I only do NyQuil like on shows. So like, huh?
Yeah, I understand, because I used to do the same thing too. I used to like take NyQuil, and then I found out what it was in there that really put me to sleep, and it's the alcohol. So I started taking alcohol.
Yeah, like I don't really sleep that great whenever I take alcohol. Like I toss and turn a lot, and I don't really feel like I'm like resting. So I don't like really, because I have like I like tequila. Tequila is like my alcohol of choice, and I have like I have tequila in my freezer, but I just I don't take it because I don't feel like it puts me to sleep. I thought like what puts you to sleep on NyQuil was like the antihistamine, because if I take Benadryl, like that stuff like really gets me. Like it used to. It doesn't really anymore. I don't know why. Maybe like there's like not enough in it. I'm just like growing like a tolerance to it or something. But yeah. Yay, the no sleep club.
What about you, Jyn? Do you have problems going to sleep?
Very much. I've actually been running on almost no sleep this entire week. It's easy to get caught up in what things that you need to do, and then my problem is I keep my phone sitting next to the bed, so I'm constantly looking at it every few minutes when I can't sleep. And then I'm like, oh wait, I could go ahead and reply to this person, or go ahead and send this email or something, and it's become a constant.
Yeah. All right, Sarah, how about you? Do you take a shot before you go to sleep?
No. I have been known to use melatonin, but I learned the hard way that a little goes a long way on that stuff, because if I tried, what was it, a 5 milligram? It was like the smallest one we could get, and I took one, and it knocked me out for like 12 hours. I could not wake up. It was so weird. And I'm just one of those lucky people who's just really sensitive to melatonin, I guess. And I took a half of one the next time, and I didn't sleep for the 12 hours. I slept for like a reasonable amount of time, but then I found it was still difficult to wake up. So I only take that if I really need to. But right now, I think I need to, well, I don't think, I know that I have hypothyroidism, and I need to go to the doctor and get that medication tweaked, because I just sleep all the time right now. I'm struggling to not sleep, and that's one of the problems. That's how I know when I'm starting to get like if my thyroid's becoming tolerant or whatever happens. I don't understand. I've had the disease for 20 years, and I have no idea what makes the drug stop working, the levothyroxine. So right now, I've got to go back, because like right now I'm having a little too much trouble sleeping, because I'm sleeping too much, and I'm struggling to wake up without melatonin.
Oh man, so give me some of that. Like,
well, okay, so you know how like I have eyebrows, like that's not real. The eyebrows are not real. Like that's one of the reasons, or one of the things that happens if you have hypothyroidism, is like your eyebrows just go away. And
I didn't know that. Oh my god.
Yeah, like they started out just being a little thin down here, and then in like I thought maybe it was like, oh, it was the 90s and we overplucked our eyebrows in the 90s, and maybe just not growing back. Nope, they're just slowly disappearing. I just have little like dots of eyebrow right here. and the
You
rest
get,
of it's
like-
just gone.
You get like microblading, microblading your eyebrows looks so good. I worked with a couple girls at the office years ago, and they used to get their eyebrows microbladed. Perfection, like looks so good. Like the girls that do it.
I've heard people get their eyebrows tattooed on when they're not when their eyebrows are thin, and I was like, that would be so low maintenance. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah, it sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
The only thing I can't get behind is like whenever people do like tattooing and like their eyeliner. Can't get behind that. Like, please don't put needles with ink in it next to my eyeballs.
Yeah, no, and I'm just, what if you want to change? What if you want a different eyeliner style? Like, you know, I feel like that limits you to a certain, like, you have to always have if you're gonna color, like, use a different color of eyeliner, you have to use that thickness.
Yeah,
You know, I just feel like it limits you. Maybe I'm stupid because I don't wear a lot of makeup, so I don't know.
No,
so maybe I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but it just feels that way.
Yeah, I feel like that's like it's like super limiting, you know, unless you're
Yeah.
doing like a super thin like around like your eyelashes, you know, like
Yeah.
so like you can still like play it up or it can be played down, you know,
Yeah.
like but I just feel
And
like
even
that's,
then,
like-
I'm with you. No needles next to my eyeballs, please.
yeah, I don't even want to get LASIK. I wear glasses. I'm just like, do not. Because people are like, do you want to get LASIK? I'm like, oh no, I don't want to get LASIK. They're like, what, are you crazy? I'm like,
No.
are you crazy? They're putting lasers in my eyeballs? Are you kidding me? Get away
The
from
thing,
me.
like one of my ex-boyfriend had that done, and he like described the whole process to me. He's like, I was like, you know, okay, first of all, I have the progressive old people eye failure, so I'm not a candidate anyway. But like, even if I was. No, I'm not going to tell you what happens. Like, if you guys want to know, you have to look it up yourself because it is horrifying. And and no, thank you. I will just wear glasses or be blind. I prefer blindness to that.
Somebody putting a laser in my eye and slicing at my eyeball. Like, no,
you know,
thank you.
I guess like somebody like my ex-boyfriend had been wearing glasses since he was like 4, so maybe he was because like he's used to putting his fingers up into his eyeballs to take
it's
out and
completely
insert contacts,
yeah.
but like.
Completely
Maybe
different.
maybe that desensitizes you. I don't know, but like, yeah, I'll pass. Like, glasses are a thing, and they work just fine for me, so I'm just gonna stick with glasses.
I mean, I also wear contacts, and that doesn't mean
Not the
that
same.
I'm okay putting a laser in my eye and slicing off my freaking eyeball. Like, it's not.
Oof,
It's not,
yeah,
it's
no,
not the same thing.
yeah, I'll pass.
All right, let's go around the room and take a look what everybody has, and then we'll take a short break after this. Okay. All right, and there we have Jyn's Morticia, looking very nice.
Wow.
Nice eyes, nice lips, nice going. Getting ready to work on the rest
Is this
of the body.
Morticia like pre-marriage or just honeymoon or?
Wow, that's very nice. Okay, so that currently has a bid of 200 from the lieutenant. So we're looking for the next bid on that. You can do so in the comments if you wish to do so. And here is Mog's Hell Witch. Right, and somebody had requested this, and that's the whole reason why we're doing. They wanted to see Mog do Hell Witch, so here it is. And we are still looking for the opening bid on that of $200 on looks like a 9x12 or 8.5x12. Okay.
She looks amazing. They all look amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, if
everybody-
if nobody else wants that one, I'll take it. Like, if you need to get rid of it or something.
And then here we have Emma Frost from Marissa Pope, all-star cover artist. Okay, that is looking sweet. She's worked in the shading in on the skin there, getting ready to move in on the rest of the areas. Okay, that currently has a bid of $250. And that is also in by the lieutenant. So he's cleaning up a house tonight. If you want to place a bid on that, do so in the comments. And don't forget, if you want to get in on the freebies tonight, because we got quite a bit that we're going to be giving away tonight, put in # NOCTILUCA. Okay, and that will get you qualified for the freebies, which we will do very, very shortly. And don't forget to hit that follow button. That way we can continue to bring you these wonderful shows like ours. Okay. All right, so don't go away. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Live from New York. What? Oh, sorry. Live from Cleveland? It's Friday night? It's Friday Night Live with Nancy McCann and Ricky. And sometimes Carlos. And featuring boxes and boxes of rare comics. Unique collectibles. Lots of smiles and conversations with new friends. Friday Night Live with Comics Unlimited. Friday night from 9 to 11 on The Experience. Sure, comic books are beautiful, but underneath, there's something more authentic and exciting. The original art. See the pencils, the lines, the shading, as if you were there in the studio watching the artist work. Getting a peek at comics' backstage is easy with the original art experience.
All right, Friday night, guys. Thank you for being here. To be doing anything, the fact that you're here means the world to me.
Nick's pieces are always value priced with your budget in mind, for the beginning collector to the veteran.
And this is gorgeous. You got Aquaman and Mira.
Join the original art experience with Nick and our friendly crew of regulars, even if it's just to enjoy the art. Fridays at 7. It's all part of the experience.
All right, thanks again for coming back. We've got Sara White, Jyn Leonard, and Marissa Pope that we've been talking to here. And we've been looking at the art. And so we currently have, okay, we've got a raise on Morticia to 250 from Mike, no, 210 from Mike Wesolowski. He's on the board there. Right, so if you want to bid on that, you can do so in the comments, along with Emma Frost from Marissa Pope that has currently a bid of 250. And Mog, we are still waiting to get a bid on that for 200. All right. Okay. And there you have it. All right. So we're talking about one of the things that we touch on is like trying to like balance our schedules. Do you do a lot of shows, Marissa?
It depends on the year. So, like last year I did like 4 shows. Like last year was just like not like a great year for mental health for me. And then the year before that I did quite a few shows, and this year like I've done a few shows. Like the year before I think I did like 8, and then like this year I want to say like by the time I'm done I only have like New York and Baltimore.
Oh, New York and Baltimore?
Yeah.
I think those.
Do what?
We'll be there for New York and Baltimore.
Oh, well, cool. Well, I hope to see you. I love New York. Like, I love the city. Like, I just I was so heartbroken last year. He called me baby or brat or whatever. But like, I literally like sat at my desk and had tears in my eyes when I got the rejection letter. Like the waitlist letter for like last year. I was so upset. Man. I was like, I just want to go back to the city. And this is a perfect excuse to go back to the city is like, you go there, you make your money, you stay a couple days after, you have some fun, and I was so heartbroken.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
I think I know what you mean, because once you get a taste of that, New York Comic Con and all of that, because last year was my first taste ever.
Yeah.
So now I totally empathize with you when you said you were almost in tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was my first time too. Wasn't really interested in New York all that much altogether, but after being there now, my interest is there. What's the best thing for you that you like about New York, Marissa?
The city as a whole. Like I love like walking around. I love seeing like all the old buildings. I love the food.
Yeah.
It's just like obviously, like use your gut, like you treat it like any other city, like don't go to like scary places. If you have like a bad feeling about a street, don't go down it, or like just like watch your wallet, use common sense. Like it's not a bad place, but like don't be dumb. Like use your brain. But I just really like this. The shopping. I love the shopping. So I'm so sad because there is a company called Super Dry. It's like this like Japanese company, and they have like they sell all kinds of stuff. They sell like snowboarding stuff. You can buy like coats and jackets or whatever. And I just love I love their clothes. It's just good. Like it's just good quality. And I think because it was like an international company, that after like the tariffs and stuff were like starting to be put in place, like all their American stores shut down. So like they used to have like two, they had two in Manhattan, and both of those are gone. And I can't even order anything online because their stuff would come shipped from the UK, and I can't even order stuff online. It's like not shippable to the US. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I gotta go to London now. MCM, here I come.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I was so hard. That's like one of my favorite stores to shop at, like in New York, because like it's I just love their stuff. And you know, I go there like every other year. And now I'm just like, well, where the hell am I gonna go now? Where am I gonna go buy clothes?
Well, you're going to have a chance to get there this year, so that's good. Yeah, they have a fantastic food scene out there. I definitely did not get enough of it, so I'm hoping to get more this year. It is a great place to like walk around. I did not feel not safe where we went, and we were walking. A lot of it was, you know, we were in Hell's Kitchen, that area, because the food scene is at, which is fairly close, not too far to walk through from the convention center. And plus, you know, during convention time, there's a lot of people walking around anyway because they're doing the same thing, trying to find places to eat. Yeah, but yeah, they have good architecture. There's some very good places that you can visit. That's fairly close to there as well, within walking distance. So you know, it's a great place to be, and we're looking forward to be back there as well. So
yeah, I'm super excited. Like we're gonna do, like Mike and I are staying a few days after, and we want to hit like Central Park. Like last time we went, we did a Natural History Museum, which is like really cool.
Yeah.
And so we both ended up getting sick. Like he ended up getting COVID. I just got a cold, but we went. Where did we go? We went to the Natural History Museum, and then we were going to go to Central Park like after, because it's like right across the street. Yeah. But he bought at this place at the Flatiron Building called Thursday Boots. He bought this like sheepskin jacket, and it can't get wet. It'd be ruined. You can't get it wet. And it started raining, and he's like, "No, we can't go to Central Park and ruin my jacket." And I'm like, okay, well, we'll just go to Central Park later today. It's like because we were staying in Hell's Kitchen too, and it was like, you know, like you walk a ways to get there, but like we'll just go back later. Like let's just go back to the Airbnb, and we'll just go back later. And he's like, all right, yeah, sounds good. And then we didn't go back later because we both fell asleep. It was dark outside, and then we both felt so sick. Like it just hit us, and we were like, well, I guess we're gonna go get like some egg drop soup or something, because it's like all I want. Like I don't want to eat like anything like real. I just want to eat liquid.
That's amazing, because egg drop soup is what I like too when I get sick.
Yeah, no, I love it. Like this is a couple years ago. I had like a sore throat, and it was a really bad like sore throat, and I DoorDashed like egg drop soup, and it was piping hot. Like I feel like it could have like melted like the styrofoam. It was like so hot. And I like took I didn't realize how hot it was, but I took like a sip of it and I swallowed it, and I just felt like it burned like down like the sides of my throat, and my sore throat was gone. No more sore throat. Eastern medicine, I fucking love it.
Yeah, I had kind of a very similar experience. I mean, I've had egg drop soup for a long time. I grew up with it. But this one time where I got really, really sick, and I had that, and I went, wow, this thing made it go away.
Yeah.
And I'm going, wow, okay, I'm going to have this all the time from now on. And yeah, so I will order that as well. It comes in, it's piping hot, it's spicy, and there's that, it scratches the throat so well. It's like it scrubs that stuff out of there, and then it's gone.
Yep. No, I freaking love it. Like that stuff's like I was just thinking like this is just gonna be like some regular road soup. Like I don't want anything. I don't want to cook anything. Like I don't want to put any effort into anything. Yeah. And I'm just gonna order some soup from like the Chinese place like down the road, and you know call it a day. Cured. cured, no more sickness. Like it was just so great. I love it.
Kyle writes, "This is why I can't do New York City anymore. I can't stay away anywhere. I can't stay anywhere outside of Times Square. I got spoiled and it ruined things."
So last time I did New York, I had saved up enough Hilton points that I was able to stay at the Waldorf Astoria.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Right. And like once you stayed there, going back to an Airbnb in the fashion district just didn't cut it. And so it's one of those things is I can only go to New York once a decade because it takes me that long to save up for one night of hotel.
Wow.
Well, for us, it's always kind of weird because sometimes we're a guest, sometimes we're kind of a guest, sometimes we're not a guest, right? So when we're a guest, we stay in these nice hodgepodge places. Some of them are, they can be anywhere like $400 or $500 a night, and it's nice, right? And then we go to these other shows, and we're getting an Airbnb. And there's a big difference. So we've kind of learned to adjust it and go kind of like with the flow with what we have. But yeah, I understand like where you're coming from, man.
It's only true at New York. It's not true at Chicago. It's not true at Seattle. It's not true anywhere else. Only New York.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And I just think it's because pizza and Times Square, and it's all right there.
Yeah,
I love Times Square. It's like always just so happening and just so busy, and it's like never a dull moment. And I really like Times Square. But like this time, like I want to go explore like down south a little bit more. Like I want to go like I want to do more of like Greenwich Village and like the East Village. Because like we tried to do that last year, but we didn't realize that like everything closes at like fucking like 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
like what is this? This is New York. Why is everybody closed? Like nobody sleeps here.
Too last year, I said, "Why is everything closed so early?"
I'm like, bro, I just got off work. I just got off of work at like 7 o'clock. Why is everything closed at 9 or 8 o'clock? Like, please. So we would just like walk around. We just like went down to Greenwich Village for like anyway, and like walked around to all the closed shops and like peered in. We put like our little hands to the windows and like looked in like creepers. Like, we're gonna fucking rob the place. And I'm like, I want to see what's in there. Like, I don't have time. Like, I can't just like leave in the middle of the day to come down here. So I'm gonna look like I'm about to rob this place.
I had planned it where we were gonna stay 2 extra days in New York this year. But going to New York, going to Baltimore, and talking with Kyle, and that he's gonna also be there. So I decided, okay, you know what, we'll skip the extra days in New York. So now we're just gonna fly straight to Baltimore, and we're gonna explore that city there, and Kyle's gonna be taking us around a little bit here and there to some of his favorite spots. So I figured, hey, we can do that. So hopefully that'll turn out good. And Trish Forstner will also be there, and so she was very, very, very close. From what I understand, everything is like 15-20 minutes away, no matter where you're at. So we'll be hooking up with her as well and touring the city before the show.
That's good.
So we got 8:44. Let's start the giveaways. Let's first. We have these stickers from Phenomenova. Let's give those away first. So if you haven't yet, and you still want to try and get into the drawings, it's pound sign NOCTILUCA to get in there. There you go. It's right on the screen. And let's roll. See who the first winner is here. Bronze. Okay. I think that's the first time he's won something on the show. So congratulations on that. Okay, you are now the winner of the Phenomenova sticker set. I've also thrown in a Nebraska Comic Con sticker, their inaugural show this year. All right, moving on. We have a what is it called? I can find it. The Gardy Lou sketchbook from, God, I hope I don't, I say this right, from Jan Janowski. Hopefully I said that right. And it's a very interesting book, sketchbook that we got, and we're going to be giving that away right now. Dun, dun, dun. No.
No. That's us. Don't do that.
Roll that again. Here we go. Chris McCombs wins that.
Congrats.
I think you're going to like that when you get in and take a look at the artwork in there.
Woohoo.
Okay. And now we have a cat keychain that Sarah has thrown in, so we'll go ahead and roll for that. Steve wins that.
Yay. Congrats, Steve.
All right, and now the last item that we're going to be giving away, again from Sarah, so we want to thank her for that, is a Power Brokers set from 1 to 5.
That's all 5 issues, so it's a pretty cool prize.
There you go.
Unless you already have them, like if you already won a one from me from some other time, let me know.
Unknown 869. You got
Unknown.
So, okay, and don't forget all you winners and high bidders, make sure you fill out that form that will be coming up on there. That way we can get these items to you. Okay. Congratulations to all our winners and our high bidders tonight. And there's that link right there in the comments. And then for next week, we have Jamal Anansi who's coming in. He is the writer, artist, creator of The Dark One. He's done several books, but this is the one that he's working on now. And joining him will also be the award-winning Becca Kenzie. You may not know who she is, but wait till you see what she's about and her art. And Todd Rayner returns to us. We're going to take a closer look at his new campaign, Loop Number 2, which mixes it up with vampires and fairies. You can jump on his link to get notified. We'll get that up there in a little bit. All right, and we have Lieutenant has come back on with another bid for Jyn's piece for the Morticia. So now that is up to $225. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's going on, and you can still go ahead and place a bid if you wish to put on any of the pieces that are here and now. Okay, we've got about like 7 minutes left here. And Steve writes, Mog, which do you prefer, Hell Witch or Sandwich?
Sandwich. Actually, I'm curious about Sarah. I heard that you're forced to sleep a lot. Do you have like crazy dreams because you sleep so much now, or?
Sometimes. Unfortunately, I can rarely remember them because I feel like some of them would make really awesome comics if I could just remember them.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like, the bad guys from the Die Hard series end up being in the dreams. Like, Jeremy Irons and Alan Rickman are just there sometimes. I don't know why.
Okay. Interesting. I don't dream that much either, but when I wake up, I kind of remember them, and then it's like a few moments later, I don't remember them at all.
They're just gone. Yeah, like that's how I am too. It's like if I'm really lucky, I can remember them for a whole hour. And the only dreams I have 2 dreams that I can remember, and thankfully I haven't had them in a long time. But they're horrible. Like one is just that there's tornadoes all around, but the door to the basement is locked, and we can't go to the basement.
Oh no!
I don't understand why. What is that? Like dreams are supposed to mean something, right? What does that mean?
I don't.
And the tornadoes never hit me or where. Like sometimes I'm in my house, sometimes I'm in my parents' house, sometimes I'm just out in the open, and they never hit me. But there's like a bunch of them around.
Wow.
And I'm from the Midwest, so like that's not weird. Like tornadoes are a thing here, but not like 5 or 6 of them at once. I've never seen that. I assume it's possible, but I've never seen it.
All right, let's go around the room and take a final look at the art that these ladies do, and they're doing some beautiful artwork tonight. And here's Jyn Leonard putting in a nice line there. I like that curve. That currently has a bid from the lieutenant for $225, so we are looking for the next bid on that. That face is just gorgeous on there. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So, yep, looking, if you want to place a bid on that, go ahead and do so in the comments. You've got a few minutes left on there. All right, now let's go to Emma Frost from Marissa. Let's take a look at this. Another beautiful face. Nice curves. She's got the S curve in that body, which a lot of people like to see. Nice hair as well.
My Copic is all jelly.
Oh no.
Yeah, I hate it whenever that happens.
It's interesting how like Jyn and Marissa has 2 different techniques to do it. Like Jyn focuses like on the face, and then it just slowly goes out. But Marissa is like doing overall like skin, but not detailed yet. The hair and around it, everything around it.
What's the most important thing for you, Marissa, to try and get right when you do these figures?
Oh, the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
Absolutely the face.
Absolutely.
But you're saving the last detail of the face for the end, right?
Yeah, like I'll go back through and like I'll go over and I'll ink all of this like to kind of like solidify the lines. I like using these like colored leads to like do kind of lines because it doesn't make it like so heavy. And then I'll go back over and I'll do like a purple outline or like a pink outline for something if it needs it. Like she might look good in blue, like her outfit might look good in like blue since like it's like it's white.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, like I kind of like bouncing all over just so I can get a whole feel for the overall image because like that's like what they taught us in painting, like whenever because I took painting classes in college, and we had to like bounce all over for our
I do the same. I
Yeah.
take the face or all the like really fine detailed face or whatever at the end because I want to lay out everything out first to get a feel, and then you punch out, right?
Yeah, I just want to see. Yeah, you kind of want to see like what direction everything is going to go because like if like my body is like finished, because I've done this before. Like I've like colored the skin to like what I would consider like completion, and then I go in and do the hair and her outfit, and then it's like, oh, now she looks washed out.
Yeah,
like yeah.
Interesting.
Like, so then I have to go back in and like rework everything, and it's like, man, I've already put down like so many layers and like time into this, but okay, I guess I'll go back and do it again.
All right, let's take a look at Mog's piece here. She's working on a Hell Witch. There you go. You want to fix that up, right? Okay. Dun dun dun. Looking hellish.
I love that.
Right there. Okay.
Thank you.
Like, oh, that's so nice.
I don't know, like Sarah, I think Kyle is saying you need to learn lucid dreaming.
I do, don't I?
Don't do it. I've actually done lucid dreaming. It's very tiring.
Tiring? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's the opposite of sleeping.
Yeah, it's really, you feel so tired. You have to sleep again just to supplement lucid dreaming.
If you practice lucid dreaming, will it make you more prone to night terrors? Because I've had those before, like the paralysis, the sleep paralysis. I had that once a long time ago, and it was so horrifying that I remember it really clearly, and I did not like it.
What you can do is you can wake up just enough to start controlling your dreams.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you remember them so you can like write them down in your phone so you can turn them into a comic later and then go back to sleep.
Yeah. But it is
Actually, that sounds pretty
It's really tiring because you're working out like nonstop the whole time.
And if you're training yourself to wake up a little bit, then that's not restorative sleep anymore, right? Yeah. I had a doctor. I never actually got formally diagnosed with narcolepsy, but like a doctor was like, I think you might be, and so it makes me wonder if I would be more able to do that if I have narcoleptic tendencies.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not what the like the in pop culture they always show it with like you fall asleep and then you drown in your bowl of soup or something crazy like that. Like that's not what it's like. And when the doctor said maybe I have it, that's when I started to read up on it and I was like, yeah, it's nothing like they show in the movies.
It is fantastic though when you do it because you're
Yeah.
like God, you're God in there. It is.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
But,
So for me, I can't like in the middle of the night wake up and lucid dream, right? It's always, I'm dreaming and I've been asleep for 7 hours already.
Mm.
I'm getting to that point where I'm almost done sleeping.
Yeah.
But you can like tell yourself to like wake up.
And then
Yeah.
I'm in a dream.
Yeah.
Like I want to continue the stream and see where the story goes, or I want to try and change the story. So you can wake up and you lucid dream through it. And then usually I can get up and write down and I get a little short story out of it. Like
Nice.
little post.
So it's not like when you wake up because you have to go to the bathroom and like you try to stay sleepy while you're feeling your way to the bathroom and then come lay back down and then whatever you pick up with is nothing like the dream. So better than that.
It actually, Kyle, if you really do lucid dreaming to the point where you're God in your dream, in your subconscious, it is like Inception. I experienced it. But the more you are like God in your dreams, you are so tired. Like I can't express how tired it is.
Hmm.
But then
That's
also
interesting.
if you do mild like lucid dreaming, yeah, sure. I remember my dreams, and that's no problem. But
So if I'm gonna try and do it, I should do it like on a holiday weekend or something, so that I have time to take a nap.
No, don't do it. I don't really recommend it.
It'd be interesting. I mean, just for the experience, just to say that I know what it feels like. So I don't know, maybe we'll see. I mean, maybe I can't do it. I'm sure that's a thing too, right? Like you just can't do it. That's probably a thing.
Maybe.
But I can try.
Oh my God.
Not this week. I'm way too busy this week to be trying new stuff.
All right. I want to thank everyone for coming on tonight. Thank you, Sarah, Marissa, and Jyn. Always wonderful to have
Yes,
you.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm pretty sure we'll have everybody back again. You can see the artwork that the ladies are working on. Good stuff. You can try to get in a final bid. But thank you guys for joining us again tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the rest of your weekend, and we will see you next week.